Hello everyone, my name is Rohmatul Faizah. Just call me Faizah. I'm from TBI 3, and in this occasion I will give you an explanation about countries that offer the best quality of education. How do they do that? Okay, you know that education is so important to everyone. And after that, what the contribute our country to our education. So from that, I will give little explanation about countries that offer the best quality of education, how they do that. Okay, in the first slide, I will talk about education and what's the mean education. Education. Education is the process of facilitating learning or acquisition of knowledge, skill, values, moral, beliefs, and habits. Educational methods include teaching, training, storytelling, discussion, and directed research. Education frequently takes place under the guidance of educators. However, learners can also educate themselves. Education can take the place in formal and informal settings, and any experience that has a formative effect of on the way one thinks, feels, or acts may be considered educational. And then college, university, or apprenticeships. Education is very important for human life, let alone for a country. But surely some country has its way of implementing its education system or the best way of educating. So in the next slide, so how the best education in some country, I will give you an example of the system education in some countries. The first is Japan. Early school Japan introduced the concept of Han by dividing students into small groups of 4 to 5 people. This group will do all the activities, eating, sitting, studying together for one full month. Stepping on junior high school, the concept given was Rentai Sekimin. At first glance, it resembles Han but is broader. During high school, I experienced this, the concept in which each room is owned by one class. The teacher who will enter your class so can decorate the classroom freely. The goal is to build the student solidarity. And the downside is for Japan the mistake of one child are considered collective mistakes. In the next slide, I will tell about Finland. The Finland system, the first is compulsory education in only 9 years. What's the mean? The education system in Finland require only 9 years of study. Children start formal schooling at the age of 7 education system in Finland. Before entering formal school, children will be entrusted to daycare and kindergarten. Daycare and kindergarten costs are borne by the government or free. One of the system is focused on education, not fixated on scores. During first 6 year education in Finland doesn't focus on academic grades. Students take the national matriculation exam at age of 16. Next is time lags while studying. Students in Finland get ample breaks. They get as much as 75 minutes of a rest day. Every 45 minutes of the study, student will get 50 minutes of rest. With this method, student can have better performance and can do assignment. And the next one is less homework burden. Teachers in Finland don't give students a lot of homework. Parents and teachers believe that the lessons in school are quite solid. This one is quality of educators. The teaching profession in Finland is highly respected. This is the one of the key advantage of the education system in Finland. They get a higher salary than salary of teachers in other countries. And to become a teacher, you need a special qualification. Teachers in Finland must be at least a master degree. They must also complete a qualification program. And the last country is my country, that is Indonesia. What's the system in Indonesia? The first is value-oriented Indonesian education system. This education system has been implemented since elementary school. Here students are taught honesty, tolerance, and discipline, etc. The next is the education system is diverse. In Indonesia, there are various ethnic groups, language, region, and cultures, and the education is from the next is an education system adapt to changing times. In this system, the Indonesian nation must adapt the curriculum to the current situation. And that's all the explanation from me. And what's the conclusion? The conclusion is the all country has the best way to educate our nation, and we should respect what's the system or the everyone. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.